There is a great disturbance in the Force.
Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 8. Clive Revill, the original voice of the Emperor in The Empire Strikes Back, was a multifaceted contributor to stage, screen, and voice acting, whose commanding presence and vocal prowess left an indelible mark across generations. Born on April 18, 1930, in Wellington, New Zealand, he was raised by a homemaker mother and an opera-singing father. Initially working as an actuary, his destiny changed when Laurence Olivier and Vivien Leigh encouraged him to pursue acting, leading him to the Old Vic Theatre School in England in 1950. A master of transformation, Revill excelled in theatre, joining the Royal Shakespeare Company and earning 2 Tony nominations for Irma la Douce and Oliver. He made his Broadway debut in 1952's Mr. Pickwick and became a regular fixture on the stage with standout performances in Marat Sade, Sherlock Holmes, and Edward Albee's Lolita. Revill's film career was equally distinguished, with roles in Billy Wilder's Avanti and The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes, as well as The Legend of Hell House, Modesty Blaise, and Zorro, the Gay Blade. In television, he appeared on dozens of series, including Columbo, Murder, She Wrote, Star Trek: The Next Generation, and Babylon 5. He is perhaps most widely known by sci-fi fans for voicing Emperor Palpatine in The Empire Strikes Back, 1980, delivering a chilling performance in a pivotal scene that became a fan favorite before later being redubbed. He also voiced Alfred Pennyworth in Batman, the animated series, among other animated roles. Revill's career reflected a lifelong commitment to his craft and an extraordinary ability to inhabit characters across genre, tone, and culture. He passed away in Sherman Oaks, California, at age 94 after battling dementia. He is survived by his daughter, Kate, and granddaughter, Kayla. Tributes to Clive Revill. Number 7. Elvi Hale brought characters to life with grace, depth, and an unmistakable presence. A performer of rare talent, she left an enduring mark on British television, film, and theatre. Her journey began when Laurence Olivier discovered her at the Old Vic School. That moment launched a career that would span over 3 decades, earning her widespread respect. One of her most celebrated performances was as Anne of Cleves in the acclaimed BBC series, The 6 Wives of Henry VIII. She also gained early recognition with a BAFTA nomination for True as a Turtle, proving her talent from the start. Hale's versatility shone on stage, where she captivated audiences in Shakespearean classics. Whether as Maria in Twelfth Night or Gertrude in Hamlet, she brought warmth, intelligence, and nuance to every role. Beyond the stage, she made notable appearances in The Navy Lark, The Heroes of Telemark, Upstairs, Downstairs, and Bergerac, among many others. Her colleagues admired her dedication, and her performances inspired generations of actors. The British Film Institute honored her legacy, stating, "Elvi Hale was a remarkable actress whose work in British cinema and television will continue to inspire." She shared her life with 2 fellow actors, Mike Morgan, until his passing in 1958, and George Mersel, whom she married in 1961 and remained with until his passing in 1998. Elvi Hale passed away at 94. Her contributions to storytelling, her ability to embody complex characters, and her unwavering passion for the arts ensure her place in British entertainment history. Tributes to Elvi Hale. Number 6. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. Lisa Jane Smith believed in the magic of storytelling and the profound emotions that connected people across time and space. Through her words, she invited readers into worlds filled with mystery, romance, and adventure, leaving an unforgettable mark on young adult fiction. At 66, Smith passed away, leaving behind a legacy that shaped countless lives. Best known for The Vampire Diaries, her stories introduced generations to supernatural realms where love and destiny intertwined. The series not only became a literary phenomenon but also led to a successful television adaptation, further cementing its place in pop culture. Her talent extended far beyond one iconic series. With Night World, The Secret Circle, Dark Visions, and The Forbidden Game, she seamlessly blended fantasy, horror, and romance, creating unforgettable characters who resonated with readers worldwide. Each book carried themes of love, sacrifice, and the eternal battle between light and darkness. Smith's journey as a writer began with The Night of the Solstice, published in 1987. From that moment, her passion for storytelling never wavered. Even when life presented challenges, including a long hiatus from publishing, her love for writing remained. Her return in 2008 was welcomed with open arms by devoted readers, eager to explore new tales from their favorite author. Beyond her work, Smith was cherished for her kindness and deep connection with fans. She often engaged with her readers, answering their questions and embracing their love for the world she created. Her influence isn't just found in bookshelves, but in the hearts of those who grew up with her stories, finding solace, excitement, and inspiration in every page. Lisa Jane Smith is survived by her beloved family and dear friend Julie DeVola. Her passing is a great loss to the literary community, but her impact will never fade. Through her books, she continues to inspire dreamers, writers, and lovers of the supernatural. Tributes to Lisa Jane Smith. Number 5. Success isn't about fitting in, it's about standing out. Susan Tose Spencer lived by this belief, carving a path where few had dared to go. As the first and only woman to serve as general manager of an NFL team, she broke barriers in professional football and redefined what was possible for women in business. Her journey began in Newark, New Jersey, where she developed the resilience and determination that would define her career. She became a lawyer, and later made history with the Philadelphia Eagles from 1982 to 1985, helping steer the team's financial future. Managing cost-cutting measures and legal affairs, she thrived in a male-dominated world, with sharp business instincts and unmatched professionalism. Yet, her influence stretched beyond the NFL. For over 20 years, she ran successful meat processing businesses, leading companies with annual revenues between $20 million and $50 million. Her expertise in leadership, financial strategy, and negotiation made her a sought-after business consultant and speaker. Spencer believed in lifting others up. She authored Briefcase Essentials, a business guide encouraging women to embrace their strengths in male-dominated industries. Through her writings, radio show, and consulting work, she shared lessons learned from decades of experience, inspiring countless entrepreneurs and professionals. Those who knew her recall her sharp mind, fearless approach, and unwavering dedication to excellence. Her daughter, Marnie Schneider, carries on her legacy, honoring a mother who paved the way for so many. In her later years, Spencer courageously battled Alzheimer's disease, moving to North Carolina to be closer to family. She passed away at 83, leaving behind a career that shattered ceilings and a legacy that will continue to inspire women in sports, business, and beyond. Tributes to Susan Tose Spencer. Number 4. A brilliant, funny, and beautiful soul. Those were the words of Laurin Bell's cousin, Kristen Joyner, and those who knew her would agree. Her warmth, sharp wit, and kindness left a lasting impact on everyone she met. Laurin's intelligence shone brightly, especially on one unforgettable night in February 2023. Competing on a special Valentine's Day episode of Jeopardy! She answered 86.67% of her attempted questions correctly, impressing both fans and fellow contestants. Her love for knowledge and quick thinking made her a beloved part of the Jeopardy! Community. Beyond the game show stage, Laurin built a successful career as an executive assistant. She was admired for her dedication and professionalism, but to those close to her, she was much more: a loyal friend, a cousin with an infectious sense of humor, and a devoted pet parent to her 14-year-old dog Kinley. Hailing from Lakeland, Florida, Laurin touched many lives in her community. She faced challenges with resilience and always found joy in the little things. Her kindness and laughter created bonds that will not easily fade. Laurin Bell passed away on March 23, 2025 at the age of 41. Following the news, tributes poured in from friends, fans, and loved ones. Kristen Joyner urged people to keep Laurin's family in their thoughts as they process this heartbreaking loss. She is survived by her family and her beloved dog Kinley, who now needs a new home, a reflection of the love and companionship Laurin provided. Her legacy is one of warmth, intelligence, and kindness. Those fortunate enough to have known her will always cherish her memory. Tributes to Laurin Bell. Number 3. People are complicated, situations matter, and context shapes perception. Samuel Sommers believed deeply in these truths, and through his work, he changed the way we understand human behavior. A brilliant social psychologist, a gifted teacher, and a compassionate mentor, he dedicated his life to uncovering the hidden forces that shape our decisions and beliefs. Sommers, who passed away at the age of 49, left behind a groundbreaking legacy in the study of racial stereotyping and prejudice. His research challenged assumptions, revealing how diversity influences group dynamics and how implicit biases affect the justice system. His work didn't just stay in academic journals, it reached courtrooms, media, and classrooms, shaping critical conversations on race and fairness in society. At Tufts University, Sommers was known for his engaging teaching style and his ability to connect with students. He wasn't just a professor, he was a mentor who inspired others to think differently, to question their own biases, and to ask bold questions about the world. His influence earned him numerous awards, including the Gerald R. Gill Professor of the Year Award and the Lerman Neubauer Prize for outstanding teaching and advising. His contributions extended beyond academia. As an expert witness, he played a crucial role in raising awareness of racial bias in the legal system, offering his expertise in trials across 7 states. His insights helped shape a more just and equitable approach to jury selection and courtroom dynamics. A talented writer as well, Sommers brought psychology into everyday conversations with books like Situations Matter and This Is Your Brain on Sports. His ability to translate complex ideas into relatable, engaging stories made his work accessible to a wide audience, and his research was featured in major outlets like The New York Times and Good Morning America. Colleagues and friends remember him as someone who brought energy and humor to every conversation. Sam made every discussion richer, every debate sharper. His curiosity was boundless, and so was his kindness, said a fellow researcher. Samuel Sommers' passing is a profound loss, but his work, his lessons, and his passion will continue to influence how we think about race, bias, and human behavior for generations to come. Tributes to Samuel Sommers. Number 2. Hank's passion for the sport and his love for U.S. soccer were undeniable. These words from U.S. Soccer President Cindy Parlow Cone capture the essence of Hank Steinbrecher, a man whose vision and dedication forever changed American soccer. At 77, Steinbrecher passed away on March 25, 2025, leaving behind a legacy that shaped the sport in the United States. As Secretary General of U.S. Soccer from 1990 to 2000, he played a crucial role in some of the country's most defining moments in the game. His leadership helped bring the 1994 FIFA Men's World Cup and the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup to American soil, proving that soccer belonged on the national stage. Born in Rockaway, New York in 1947, Steinbrecher's love for the game started early. A talented player, he was part of the 1970 NAIA National Championship team at Davis and Elkins College. He later earned a master's degree in education from West Virginia University before embarking on a successful coaching career. He led teams at Warren Wilson College, Appalachian State University, and Boston University, where he earned respect as both a coach and mentor. Shifting into sports marketing, Steinbrecher helped make Gatorade a household name during his time at Quaker Oats. That expertise in branding and management brought him to U.S. Soccer, where he worked tirelessly to elevate the sport. Under his leadership, soccer in America grew in ways few had imagined. The foundation he helped build led to the creation of Major League Soccer in 1996, ensuring a professional league for future generations. For his impact, Steinbrecher was inducted into the National Soccer Hall of Fame in 2005 and received the Werner Fricker Builder Award in 2012. His influence is also honored through the Hank Steinbrecher Cup, awarded to the national amateur champions in recognition of his lifelong commitment to the sport. Beyond his achievements, Steinbrecher will be remembered for his warmth, his ability to connect with people, and his unwavering belief in soccer's potential in the United States. He is survived by his wife, Ruth Ann, and their sons, Chad and Corey. His legacy lives on in the game he loved and the countless lives he touched. Tributes to Hank Steinbrecher. What's trending on the internet? News 1. After nearly 5 years of unanswered questions, the mystery surrounding Amanda Grzewski's disappearance has reached a turning point. The New Hampshire Department of Justice has confirmed that skeletal remains found at the Hoodcroft Country Club in Derry belong to Grzewski, who was last seen in March 2020. Grzewski was 23 when she went missing after reportedly leaving a friend's home without her purse, phone, or belongings. Despite tireless efforts from loved ones and authorities, her whereabouts remained unknown until a drone pilot assisting the family spotted something unusual near the golf course and alerted police. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner officially identified the remains on March 25th. While the cause and manner of death are still under investigation, the discovery provides long-awaited answers for her family and the community. Attorney General John M. Formella offered condolences, stating, "Our thoughts are with Amanda Grzewski's family during this incredibly difficult time." He also expressed gratitude for the law enforcement and forensic professionals who worked on the case, along with community members who shared valuable tips. The Derry Police Department echoed the sentiment, sharing the update and thanking those who helped keep hope alive during the years-long search. Amanda's story reminds us of the importance of community, persistence, and compassion. As the investigation continues, her family can now begin the journey toward healing, knowing she has been found. News 2. After nearly 7 years of unanswered questions, the remains of William Will Cross have been positively identified, bringing long-awaited closure to his family. The 29-year-old Tennessee man vanished in 2018 after telling a relative he was walking through the woods near Whitley City, Kentucky. That late-night phone call was the last time anyone heard from him. In October 2023, a teenager hiking near a stream in Revello, Kentucky, made a discovery that would eventually lead to the resolution of this long-standing mystery. The Scott County Sheriff's Office confirmed on March 21, 2025, that the remains found in the area were indeed those of William Cross. Officials explained the identification process took months and involved advanced DNA analysis from multiple agencies across several states. A DNA match with his mother confirmed the familial connection. Though the discovery has provided some closure, Cross's sister, Ashley, shared the emotional toll the years have taken. In a public message, she said, "My heart and soul is crushed. No one should have to go out to find the rest of their loved one." The family has launched a fundraiser to assist with memorial arrangements, and they are asking for privacy during this difficult time. Despite the tragedy, the community's support and the efforts of law enforcement have helped bring answers that were missing for so long. This discovery reminds us that hope and persistence can bring resolution, even years later. News 3. A devoted National Park Service employee and his beloved wife are being remembered after a tragic accident claimed their lives along Virginia's scenic Blue Ridge Parkway. Troy Hagwood, 62, and his wife Cheryl, 60, were driving northbound through Nelson County on March 23 when their vehicle reportedly struck a tree limb, veered off the road, and collided with a large tree before catching fire. Both were pronounced dead at the scene. Troy, a veteran and longtime public servant, had dedicated 16 years to working on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Although off-duty at the time, he remained a recognizable and respected presence throughout the park community. Friends and colleagues described Troy as a modern-day mountain man with an unforgettable presence. He was a gentle giant you dared not cross, shared former co-worker Nate Shaw in a heartfelt tribute. No matter what was going on, you could always count on that smile eventually shining through. Cheryl, described as the light of Troy's life, was equally cherished. "They were inseparable," Shaw said, recalling how her presence brought a visible sparkle to Troy's eyes. While the community mourns this loss, many find comfort in knowing the couple lived life together, sharing their love for nature, service, and one another. The parkway was temporarily closed during the investigation but has since reopened. Officials continue to look into the exact circumstances of the crash. Troy and Cheryl leave behind a legacy of kindness, strength, and enduring love. News 4. A Russian television journalist has died after a mine explosion near the Ukrainian border, Channel 1 confirmed Wednesday. Anna Prokofieva, 35, a war correspondent for the state-run network, was killed in the Belgorod region while on assignment. The network stated that Prokofieva was performing her professional duty when the film crew encountered what officials described as an enemy mine. A cameraman, Dmitry Volkov, was also injured in the blast and is receiving medical care. Prokofieva had been covering the conflict in Ukraine since 2023 and was widely recognized for her frontline reporting. Her final social media post, shared just one day before the incident, showed her wearing military fatigues and gear in a wooded area. In its statement, Channel 1 honored her dedication and bravery, calling her a committed journalist who reported from high-risk zones to keep the public informed. This incident highlights the growing risks for journalists covering conflict zones. According to the International Federation of Journalists, at least 21 media professionals have lost their lives since the onset of the war in February 2022. Despite the dangers, many continue to report from the front lines, providing vital insights into one of the world's most complex conflicts. Prokofieva's work will be remembered for its courage and clarity in times of uncertainty. Russian media and press organizations have expressed condolences and praised her legacy as a journalist devoted to truth and service. News 5. A tragic accident in Seoul, South Korea has led to renewed calls for improved infrastructure safety after a motorcyclist lost his life when a sinkhole suddenly opened beneath him. The victim, identified as Mr. Park, 34, was riding through the Daemyeong Elementary School intersection in the Myeonggil-dong neighborhood on the evening of March 24 when the road collapsed. According to local reports, he was found 18 hours later, approximately 160 feet beneath the surface. Rescue teams worked through the night in difficult conditions, battling mixed water and soil as well as machinery debris from a nearby construction site. After draining the area and deploying heavy equipment, they were able to recover Mr. Park's body on March 25. Officials say another driver who passed just before the collapse suffered minor injuries. Dashcam footage captured the moment the sinkhole appeared, narrowly missing a car before engulfing the motorcycle. The cause of the collapse is still under investigation, though experts suspect aging infrastructure or ongoing subway construction may have contributed. Seoul Mayor Oh Se-hoon vowed to take swift action to uncover the cause and improve public safety. In response to the incident, several schools in the area closed temporarily as a precaution. As the city mourns the loss of Mr. Park, officials have promised to strengthen safety measures and restore confidence in public roadway. News 6. 3 experienced skiers lost their lives in a tragic avalanche near Caslow, British Columbia, on March 24th, with a 4th skier critically injured. The incident occurred during a heli-skiing excursion in the Clute Creek watershed, part of the scenic Kootenay region. Authorities confirmed the victims as Jason Rempel, 53, owner and lead guide of Stellar Heli Skiing; Jeff Keenan, 44, a professional snowboarder from Whistler; and Alex Pashley, 45, an Idaho-based global sports marketing manager for the North Face. All were described as highly skilled and familiar with backcountry terrain. The group had just finished skiing a bowl and were waiting below when the avalanche struck. A nearby transport helicopter pilot spotted the slide and sounded a siren in warning. While one group escaped, the second was caught and buried in the snow. Caslow Search and Rescue responded swiftly, locating all 4 individuals. One survivor, a 40-year-old man from Nelson, BC, was airlifted to a hospital in critical condition. Stellar Heli Skiing expressed their condolences, stating, "Our thoughts remain with the families and loved ones during this incredibly difficult time." The area was under a high avalanche warning at the time, and officials from Avalanche Canada continue to monitor conditions. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police are leading the investigation. This event serves as a somber reminder of nature's unpredictability, even for the most prepared. Tributes continue to pour in for the lives lost, celebrating their passion and legacy within the winter sports community. News 7. Olympic gymnast Suni Lee is opening up about her life-changing health journey in a heartfelt essay for women's health. At just 22, Lee revealed she is living with an incurable kidney disease that temporarily forced her to step away from gymnastics, the sport she calls her safe space. "When everything came crashing down, I also felt my greatest surge of determination," Lee wrote. "I thought to myself, just watch." Despite the uncertainty and emotional toll of her diagnosis, Lee returned to the sport she loves, competing in the 2024 Paris Olympics and taking home a gold and 2 bronze medals. While she hasn't disclosed her exact diagnosis, Lee described dramatic changes to her body, including a 40-pound weight gain and significant swelling. Acknowledging that she will live with the disease for the rest of her life, Lee admitted it has been one of the hardest realities to face. Still, she continues to push forward with grace and purpose, honoring the dreams of her younger self. "I couldn't let that little girl and her big dreams down," she shared. Now taking time to focus on herself, Lee is exploring new passions like fashion and acting. She recognizes that while she may never return to the exact version of herself before the diagnosis, she has grown into someone stronger and more resilient. "I am a stronger Suni than I ever thought I could be," she concluded. Number 1. Public service is my passion, and helping Louisiana thrive has always been my mission. These words define J. Bennett Johnston's lifelong commitment to his home state and the nation. A dedicated leader, he shaped energy policy and infrastructure projects that continue to impact millions. Johnston passed away at the age of 92, leaving behind a remarkable legacy. Born in Shreveport, Louisiana, he built a career rooted in service. His journey began in the Louisiana legislature, but it was his 24 years in the U.S. Senate that cemented his influence in national politics. As chairman of the Senate Committee on Energy and Natural Resources, Johnston played a key role in shaping energy legislation. His work on the Energy Policy Act of 1992 and the Deep Water Royalty Relief Act ensured greater energy security and economic growth for both Louisiana and the country. He worked across party lines, earning the respect of colleagues on both sides for his pragmatic leadership. Beyond energy policy, Johnston was instrumental in securing critical funding for Louisiana's flood control, navigation, and hurricane protection projects. His dedication helped strengthen the state's infrastructure, protecting communities from natural disasters. His leadership extended beyond policy. He was a mentor, a strategist, and a tireless advocate for his constituents. J. Bennett Johnston was a true statesman, one longtime colleague shared. His knowledge, his ability to bring people together, and his devotion to Louisiana were unmatched. Even after retiring from the Senate in 1997, Johnston remained engaged in public affairs, offering guidance on energy issues and infrastructure development. His impact will continue to be felt for generations. Johnston is survived by his wife of nearly 70 years, Mary, and their 4 children. His contributions to public service, his steadfast commitment to energy policy, and his vision for Louisiana will leave a lasting mark. Tributes to J. Bennett Johnston. Cindiana Santangelo was a multifaceted actress, model,